Cornelius, Barnaby!
You stand Mr. Van Gelder?
I did. I got news for you both. I am going to New York City this afternoon to march in the 14th Street Association Parade. And when I come back, you're going to have a mistress?
I'm too young, Mr. Vandergelder.
Not your mistress, Helen Dervish, and mine.
Oh.
I mean, I am getting married again to a very refined lady. And in honor of that occasion, I have decided to promote you, Cornelius, to chief clerk.
And what am I now, Mr. Vandergelder?
You're an impertinent fool, that's what you are. And I'm promoting you from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any more questions?
Yes. What? Does the chief clerk get one evening off a week?
No, sir. You'll attend to the store as usual. This is the first time I've been away from the store overnight. When I come back, I want to hear that you've run the place perfectly in my absence. Now, get back to work. And don't forget to put the lid on the sheep dip. Evening's on. Marrying orders. Oh, that's joyously clean now, the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft Dresden fingers for dumping the ashes.
Yes, he takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
The frail young maid is constantly there for washing and bluing and showing the mare. And it takes a female for setting the table and weaning the Guernsey and cleaning the stable.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. And so she'll work until infinity. 3 cheers for femininity. Rah, 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 F-E-M-I-T-Y.
Get out of here! And in the winter she'll shovel the ice and lovingly share out the traps for the mice. She's a joy and treasure, for practically speaking, now whom can you turn when the plumbing is leaking?
That dainty woman, that fragile woman, that sweetheart, that mistress, that wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a husky woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
Get out of here, all of you!
Chief clerk, promoted from chief clerk to chief clerk. And if I'm good, in 10 years I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. 33 years old and I still don't get an evening free. When am I going to begin to live?
You can live on holidays, Cornelius.
You forget what we did last Christmas? All those canned tomatoes went bad and exploded, and you and I cleaned up the mess all afternoon. You call that living? No! Barnaby, you and I are going to New York.
You mean close the store?
Uh-huh.
But Cornelius, we can't.
We'll have to. Some more rotten tomato cans are gonna explode.
How do you know?
I'm gonna light this candle under them, that's how I know.
Holy cabooses.
Don't make such a smell. Customers won't be able to come into the place for 24 hours. We're going to New York, Barnaby. We're gonna live. We're gonna have a good meal. We're gonna be in danger. We're gonna spend our money. We're gonna get arrested.
Holy cabooses.
One more thing. We're not coming back to Yonkers until we've each kissed a girl.
Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
I
I'm 33 years old. I gotta be getting sometime.
Yeah, well, I'm only 17, Cornelius. It isn't so urgent for me.
Barnaby, you might as well know right now that everybody except us goes through life kissing right and left all the time.
Hey, well, thanks for telling me, Cornelius. I'd often wondered.
New York, Barnaby, elevated trains,
No.
the lights of Broadway,
No.
a stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum.
A stuffed whale?
Stuffed whale, what do you say, Barnaby? Yes, Cornelius! Monday, your Sunday clothes. Come on, Barnaby, we're going to New York. Elevated train, the lights of Broadway. Oh, this is amazing. A stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum. Wow! We'll get an adventure out of this yet, Barnaby. All day long, we wander around New York and nothing happens. Then we come to the quietest street in the city and suddenly...
Vandergelder!
Is he still out there?
He's sitting on that bench. Cornelius, are you sure this is an adventure?
You don't have to ask, Barnaby. When you're in one, you'll know it all right.
Yeah, well, maybe I wouldn't, Cornelius.
I'll tell you what. Let's arrange a signal. I'll say to you, pudding! I'll say, pudding to you if it's an adventure we're in.
Pudding.
Pudding! How much money have you got left?
Well, not much, Cornelius. 40 cents for the train back, 30 cents for dinner, and 20 cents to see the whale. 90 cents. Why?
When those women come out, we'll have to pretend to be customers. Maybe the best thing to do is make them think we're rich. That way we won't have to spend anything. We're two men about town. Looking for hats for ladies. Good afternoon, Mrs.
Malloy.
Ah! Here, Cornelius Hackle.
Here, Barnaby Tucker.
Oh, my pleasure, gentlemen. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, you see, we're two ladies about town.
He means her hats, and we want to buy some ladies to put under them.
We want a hat, that's all, for a lady, of course, and everyone said to come to Mrs. Malloy's because she's so pretty. I mean, her hats are so pretty.
And so reasonable, Cornelius. As reasonable as under $1 would still leave us enough to see the whale.
You gotta pay him no mind, ma'am. He's come all the way from Yonkers to see the stuffed whale, and he's all excited. Just keep an eye on that street, Barnaby, and maybe you'll see it pass by.
Excuse me, but did you say Yonkers, Mr. Hackle?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Yonkers, and forgive me for saying, but you should see Yonkers. By that I mean perhaps Mr. Malloy would like to see Yonkers, too.
Oh, I'm a widow, Mr. Hackle.
You are? Barnaby sees a widow! Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure Mr. Malloy would have enjoyed Yonkers, especially in that hat. I mean on you, of course, not Mr. Malloy. May he rest in peace. You're Catholic, aren't you? Well, don't let that worry you. I'd be willing to change. Mrs. Malloy, if you should ever happen to have a Sunday free in the near future, I'd be more than pleased to show you Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Hackle, I might be there sooner than you think.
Oh, really?
Well, you see, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
Do you?
Yes, perhaps you know him.
Perhaps we do.
It's always so foolish to ask in cases like that, isn't it? It's Mr. Vandergelder.
And Mrs. Malloy, just lovely, has only one fault as far as I know. He's hard as nails, but apart from that, lovely man.
With a large circle of friends?
Oh, indeed, 3 or 4.
But Cornelius, I think he's...
Begging your pardon, Miss Malloy, what an attractive shop you have here. Barnaby, notice all the interesting doors and cupboards, and this precious piece of furniture with the low-hanging cloth.
Now, I wonder if your friend might like this one.
Miss Malloy will explain later.
Come on, in this minute!
We're as innocent as can be, Mrs. Malloy.
No, really!
Cornelius!
Mr. Hackle! Oh, Mr. Tucker! Oh, Mr. Vandergelder.
Mrs. Malloy!
On the bridge of Waterloo, see the great triumvirate. If you hear him singing Dixie in the sugar cane, stand up and march, march, march. Stand for Malloy,
You again, and vice versa.
Oh.
Mrs. Malloy, I can explain everything.
No, I do not wish to hear any explanations, Mr. Hackle. Just you and Mr. Tucker do me the pleasure of leaving my shop at once, or I'll send for Officer Gogarty.
Well, if you ask me, Irene, calling in officers letting them off too easy. The law court, that's where they belong. Now, I've been adding up the legal offenses these two have committed, and believe you me, Irene, you've got grounds for at least 2 writs, a non-compos mentis, and a garnish sheet. Now, the main thing is to show that you tried to settle it amicably first. Have dinner with them.
Dinner?
Is that absolutely necessary, Dolly?
The way things are done in the law, Irene, dinner first, garnish sheet afterwards.
Well, if it must be. Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, you may take Miss Ray and myself to dinner.
Delighted, Mrs. Malloy. I speak for Barnaby, too. Now, I hear there's a very nice restaurant in the railway station.
Oh, no, Mr. Hackle. If the Harmonia Gardens is good enough for your fashionable friends, it's good enough for us.
Oh, we couldn't go there, Mrs. Malloy. Now, don't misunderstand me. It isn't the money or anything like that. No! It's the whale. No, it's the dancing. You see, they have dancing in a place like that. Exhibitions, even contests, and I don't know how. And it would take me weeks, months, years to learn. Mrs. Dolly Levi, 33-year-old chief clerks, taught how to dance.
Give me 5 minutes of your time, Mr. Hackle. I'll have you dancing in the street. We'll start with lesson 7, the waltz kick turn. Now it's simple. Right foot touch, left foot touch, under, back, around, touch, back, through, around, behind, out, and over. Release. Release. Unfurl. That was wonderful. When I think of all the lucky women who'll find heaven in your arms. Let's go back to lesson. Yeah. Put your hands on her waist and stand. With her right in your left hand. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Look, I'm dancing! Ah! Well, I was.
Of course you were, Mr. Hackle. Take the someone whose arms you're in. Hold on to her tight and spin. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Well,
Turn around and turn around, try floating through the air. And you feel a little more aesthetic.
Doesn't make my dancing as so polished and so clear.
And what I think I've used is athletic.
Well, my heart is about to burst. My head is about to pop. And now that I'm dancing, who cares if I ever stop? Look at me, I'm Cornelius Hasselsport and dancing.
You're next, Mr. Tucker. Glide and step and then step and glide.
Everyone, stand aside. Look, he's dancing.
You can learn to poker if you work a week or so. All the time will fill with passion seething.
I'm enjoying the chorus of the Castle Garden show.
Whatever you do, for gosh sake, keep breathing.
For my heart is about to burst. My head is about to pop. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
When there's someone you hardly know and wish you were closer to, remember that he can be near to you while you're dancing. Though you've only just said hello, he's suddenly someone who can make all your daydreams appear to you while you're dancing. Make the music weave a spell, whirl away your worries. Things look almost twice as well when they're slightly blurry. As around and around you go, your spirits will hit the top. And now that we're getting together, we ever stop.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
And now that we're getting together, we ever stop.
curtains on time. Oh, look over this one.
Oh, we couldn't do that, Mrs. Malloy. It isn't the money or anything like that. No. It's just that nowadays elegant people never take hacks.
Taxi's out.
They all go by streetcars.
Streetcars is it?
Just think, I've been elegant all my life and never knew it.
Of course, if you want to be really elegant,
We do.
you walk. Yes, New York. It's really us, Barnaby and Cornelius.
All the guests of Mr. Hackle are feeling great and look spectacular.
What a heck!
There is to acting like a born aristocrat. We not elegant if you ain't not elegant. You can never, ever carry.
All who are well-bred and green-gaining, they have pedigree.
Exercise your wildest whim tonight. We are out with diamond gems tonight. Could they be misleading us?
Silver spoons were used for feeding us. We not elegant.
If you ain't not
Elegant, you can never, ever carry it all.
middle class, don't speak of it, staff or fair. We're eating of it, some were born with rags and packs, but we use dollar bills for matches and bills. Kowtows to us.
J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us.
We got elegance. We were born with elegance.
Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer never moves?
And the way I keep my pinky up, and you would only prove that we got elegance. We got built in elegance, and with elegance, we'll carry it Minnie, look! They're counting their money again. Isn't that just like the rich? Well, gentlemen, aren't you going to escort us in?
Of course, Mrs. Malloy. Barnaby? Mrs. Malloy?
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
Mrs. Malloy, as we start inside, may I?
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
May I put my arm around your waist?
Yes, Mr. Hackle. But I might as well warn you. A corset is a corset.
This table satisfactory, sir. The private dining rooms cost a bit more, but they do offer the best quality entertainment.
$1, Cornelius, is all that's left.
Are you sure? Count it again.
Prepare yourself for a big night, Minnie. We're out with two of New York's best known sports.
Oh, I didn't make a mistake, Cornelius. It's only 90 cents. Oh, I'll count it once more.
No, we can't afford it.
I'm gonna order everything on the menu. Waiter!
What are you doing after the show?
It's sweet of you to worry about our digestion, Cornelius, but I'm sure the pheasants are fresh. We'll take 4, please, and a nice red wine.
Wait a minute, no wine.
No wine.
Champagne. Champagne and Neapolitan ice cream and hot house peaches. Once in a lifetime, Barnaby, give the bandolier a nickel.
Cornelia, tell him to play a waltz.
Here is 10 cents for the band leader. Would you tell him to play?
Hoochie-coochie.
Miss Money!
And 2 more pheasants, please! Cornelius! Sir!
My purse.
My wallet.
Hey, that's my purse.
Excuse me? But that's my wallet. I know it's mine because there's nothing in it. About a quarter, 6 dimes, 5 pennies, and Cornelius? Cornelius? Did he say 2 more pheasants? We'll make it 3. 4 pheasants for the house! And never mind if we don't see the whale, I'll buy one of my own! Yeah!
Come along, Mrs. Malloy. It's been a perfectly wonderful evening, but I'm afraid we're going to have to cut it a bit short.
Oh, Minnie, a polka! Cornelius, I simply must have one dance.
Oh, Miss Vandergelder, we've got to go!
We'll dance our way out!
Mr. Vandergelder!
I'm in God.
Mr. Vandergelder, I can explain everything.
I don't want to hear any explanations. You're fired. Ermengarde, what in heaven's name do you think you're doing?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Out of my way.
Go right ahead.
Cornelius Hackle, if you dare testify against me, you'll be discharged.
You've already done that, Mr. Vandergelder.
I'll do it again.
You've done it again, too. But even if you hadn't, I'd still say what I have to say. Now, I don't know much about disturbing the peace or inciting to riot, but I do know that what happened to me today, which is the most important thing that could happen to a man, might never have happened had I obeyed your orders and stayed in Yonkers, New York. Your Honor, I'm talking about none other than love. Oh!
What? You're trying to tell me that after 33 years you've fallen in love because you take one evening off?
No, Mr. Vandergelder, I didn't fall in love with Mrs. Irene Malloy of this city in just an evening. An hour! No! Even that's too long. What's less than a minute?
A second.
Less than that.
A moment.
That's it. I'll go slowly so you can get it all down. It only takes a moment for your eyes to meet, and then your heart knows in a moment you will never
held her for an instant, but my arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long. Isn't the world full of wonderful things? There I sat, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, while all the time wonderful people like Mrs. Malloy were walking around New York, and I didn't know them at all. I don't know whether you all can see from where you're sitting. For instance, the way her eye, forehead, and cheek come together up here. Can you? I tell you right now, a fine woman is the greatest work of God on earth. You can talk all you like about Niagara Falls and the pyramids. They aren't in it at all. Of course, I've seen women before, but today I talked to one. Equal to equal, and they're so different than men. Everything that they say and do makes you feel like laughing all the time, and they're awfully mysterious too. I bet you can know a woman 100 years without ever really being sure whether she liked you or not. Today I've lost so many things. My job, my future, everything that people think is important, but I don't care. Even if I have to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I will be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day.
I missed a few words back there, Mr. Hackle. Right after it only.
Take a moment, but his arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment.
He held me for an instant, but his arms felt safe and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long.
And that is all that love's about.
And we'll recall when time runs out that it only took a moment to be loved a whole life long.
Oh, Hughes, did Mr. Hackle come crawling back, have you?
No, Mr. Van de Gelder, I just stopped by for my $146.35. You see, I've decided to go into business for myself. And since the only business I know is hay and feed, I'm opening my own store.
And Cornelius has found the perfect location, right across the street from you.
So you think you can compete with Ben the Gelder's, do you? Well, just you try. Another one come crawling, is it? What do you want?
My back salary for the past 4 months, $6.12.
You can't do this to me, any of you. I'll go to the courts. I'll get lawyers. I'll...
Well, Horace Van der Gelder, as I live and breathe, if you are an handsome in that outfit. So few men nowadays have the courage to wear fawn yellow and puce.
Dolly Gallagher?
I know just what you're going to say, Horace. You're not satisfied with Ernestina. Well, I have another girl for you, the ideal wife. But don't let me interrupt. You were doing something. What were you doing?
Getting Cornelius' money, Dolly, $146.
And 35 cents, plus $6.
And 12 cents.
A month.
And the money my mama left me.
$52.48.
38? 48! All right. The money you want, the safe is upstairs.
It's bad business with letting Cornelius open a store right across the street from you. Better take him back, let him be your partner.
Partner?
Then Barnaby can have Cornelius's old job.
Now, see here,
That
Dolly.
way we can all be together so we can dance at Ermengarde's wedding.
That does it, Dolly. You've gone too far. Dance at no weddings. Besides, I don't know how. It would take me weeks, months, years. All right, I'll dance. Front row, idiot. Go on. What are you waiting for?
Hard's ready to get all the wedding going on up there.
Oh, nothing. I just thought I'd have that front room done over and a little wallpaper.
Horace.
I know the old paper ain't worn out yet, but that fellow's just set up in business. Needs a good start. See, Dolly, I've always felt that money, pardon the expression, is like manure. It's not worth a thing unless...
Thank you, Ephraim.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you here where you belong. I never knew, Dolly, without you, Dolly, life was awfully flat, and more than that was awfully wrong.
Here's my hand, heart. I'm staying where I'm at, heart.